Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for a quick custom card episode today. So we're going to do a flashback here briefly to these cards that you see in the background. These were created by a buddy of mine in the hobby, Gregory, who writes over at Nine Pockets, a great sports card blog. I will definitely leave the link below if you enjoy reading about the hobby and sports cards, and I highly recommend stopping by, giving his blog a read. Been friends with Gregory for years now, going back to when I wrote my own sports card blog, and he's been kind enough to check out some of my videos here on YouTube. And Gregory does a tremendous job creating custom cards, and he's done this in virtual format on his blog for years, and I've always been a big fan of his work and was, mentioning every so often, man, if you ever make those in physical format, would love to get my hands on some. Well, lo and behold, a while back now, I think it was earlier this calendar year, many, many months ago, Gregory created physical versions of some of his earlier customs, I think from like 2019 and 2020 on his blog, and offered some up for free to anyone who commented, or the first number of people who commented, and then also had an online store where I purchased some as well. So these three are just, some of the highlights. You can go back and check out my earlier episode if you want to see all of the fantastic work that Gregory did on those customs. But for now, I've got the great Beastie Boys Future Stars and Jimi Hendrix in Action that are inspired by 1982 Topps, my birth year. And then my favorite of that first haul, George Costanza with the New York Improv. Just love that card. So recently, Gregory printed up some of his 2021 customs and offered, once again, the first so many commenters on his blog would be able to request some of these in the mail for free. So he gave me a heads up that was out there, and it's been a little while ago now. Actually claimed these, and then these arrived in the mail weeks ago. It's just been very, very busy, so I almost forget what I requested. So this is going to kind of be a fun surprise for me as well. But I've got three here, and these are just awesome. So the first one is a sports theme. Unlike the three in the background there. Got this great custom for the 1991 May 1st event where Rickey Henderson and Nolan Ryan set records on the same day. And you can see Gregory does amazing backs for these as well. Pretty awesome. And just a shout out here to Rickey Henderson setting the career stolen bases record, and Nolan Ryan tossing his 7th career no-hitter on that same day in 1991. Two players that I really admired growing up, particularly Nolan Ryan, and then recently have been learning even more, I guess, what a great player Rickey Henderson truly was. So I had three that I could pick here for free for commenting on the blog, and wanted to make sure that was one of the three that was included. The second one here, I'm fairly sure this is based on a 70s hockey design. I'm checking the back. Yeah, 1976 O-Pee-Chee hockey. But we have, instead of hockey, Andre the Giant, a wrestling champion, claims his first title belt. Just loved the photo here. Even though I've never really been a huge wrestling fan, Andre the Giant is someone who transcended that sport and was in movies and just a, pop culture icon, and I just thought that was a really, really fun card, and claim that as my second. And then the third and final card that I picked was Jim Carrey, 1994 movie stars, based off the 66 rookie stars from Topps, and two of my childhood favorites from, right in his heyday when he was like the biggest name in comedy at the box office, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Lloyd Christmas, the driver, of course, from Dumb and Dumber, the Farrelly Brothers movie. Loved this one. Jim Carrey was just a huge part of my childhood, and just both those movies to this day I'll watch, on occasion. Here's a look at the back. And so there you have it. Those are the three that I chose. Did want to stress that these are certainly not the only three that Gregory created over the last calendar year, and all of the cards are available in his store online at a very reasonable asking price. So if you like any of what you've seen here, the older cards or the newer, I will certainly leave a link as well below to the store where you can purchase these. You'd be supporting a great collector and someone who obviously produces, top quality work. So Gregory, you knocked it out of the park again. Continue to look forward to what you create on the digital and then later physical front. Just really enjoy your work, and can't thank you enough for creating and sending these to me. And to everybody else, appreciate you stopping by, and definitely go and give Gregory a visit. That's all I have for now, but I'll certainly be back in the near future. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the hobby.